What's up, everybody? JVille Sports here with my daily sports picks video. It is Friday, February 23rd. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. I really appreciate it. Let's go through yesterday, which was a really good day. We hit our bet of the day again. That makes 2 straight days. We hit our bet of the day. And 4 out of 5. If it wasn't for Texas A&M, what, three days ago, I think, when they lost at home to Mississippi State, we would have, because the other games in that parlay came through, we would have had 5 straight winning days. So it didn't happen, but I'll take 4 out of 5, and today we go for 3 in a row. I think we can do it. So let's see. Yesterday we had the Hornets and the Warriors in the NBA, both easy covers. The Clippers gave a pretty good effort against the Warriors, but fell short. The Hornets, easy win against, who were they playing? I don't even remember. Brooklyn, I think. And then in college basketball, we had Murray State, pretty easy win on the road. Gonzaga, that game was looking iffy for a while. San Diego State played very, very well at home, but Gonzaga, being the great team they are, found a way to win that game. And then BYU had an easy game on the road against Portland. I also gave out 2 more. I said I could have made this a 7-teamer. I should have pulled the trigger. Oklahoma City in the NBA, winners over the Kings on the road, and then Charleston at home in college basketball, winners as well. So the other 2 money lines I had, waiting in the wings, came through as well. So really good day with the money lines. I had 3 leans as far as spreads went. I apologize for this one. I gave out Orlando -3. I was not thinking clearly. That was a bad pick. I was just excited for the NBA to come back. I should not have gave that one out. Apologies there. In the college basketball, Arizona -5. I knew there was something fishy with this game when I saw that it was only 5.5. Because Oregon State, any road game in the Pac-12 in most conferences is tough. But Arizona should have been favored by at least 7.5, 8 points against Oregon State. Oregon State's okay, but not that good this year. They're underachieving a little bit. And of course, after I put the bet in, news came down that Alonzo Trier, probably their best player, second best player, behind Ayton, was banned substance. So he didn't even play, and they still won the game. It went into overtime, but in overtime they dominated, and they did cover the 5. So we got lucky there. Something was fishy there, and it came out right before the game started. But Arizona covered the 5. Austin P -4 was a push. They missed a free throw very, very late. They should have won by 5 points. So that one was a push. So we went 1, 1, and 1 with our 3 spreads, but most importantly, our bet of the day hit 2 days in a row. Let's go for 3 today. I'm actually going to stay with all college basketball today. There are a lot in the NBA that I could go with. I'll just list those right off the bat. I like the Pacers at home against the Hawks. They're missing Darren Collison, their starting point guard, but still with the Hawks are a bad team. They're not playing for much. Pacers trying to get into the playoffs. I like the Pacers at home. The Raptors at home play Milwaukee. Raptors are a better team. Milwaukee dealing with a few injuries. Nothing really major, but Toronto at home, completely healthy. One of the best home teams in the league. Should win that game. Rockets, one of the best teams in basketball. Probably the only contender in the West for Golden State. At home against the T-Wolves. T-Wolves, very good team themselves. But Rockets at home should win that game. So those are 3 money lines that I could go with in the NBA, but I'm going to stick with 4 in college basketball, and that's going to be Rhode Island at home, playing a pretty good Dayton team. Dayton is not a tournament team, though. Rhode Island has a chance to clinch the conference outright with a win today. I know they want to do it at home and celebrate tonight, so I like Rhode Island at home to beat Dayton. East Tennessee State, also another team that is fighting for the conference, so I like East Tennessee State. Pennsylvania, another one. Pennsylvania is tied with Harvard, for the Ivy League. So I like Penn at home against Dartmouth. not playing very well at all this season. And lastly, Toledo at home against Central Michigan. Toledo should not lose that game at home. Another team playing for the division. All 4 teams that I'm picking are in the conference race, so they have a lot to play for, playing against teams that do not. So I see all of them winning. So that, again, that's Rhode Island, East Tennessee State, Pennsylvania, and Toledo. That pays a little bit more than even money. 300 will pay 317. As far as lanes go, I kind of like the Celtics. I haven't put any of these in yet. I'm still looking at them. The Celtics on the road against the Pistons. I like Boston in that matchup. And then in college basketball, Ohio State on the road. Kind of like them against Indiana. Still looking into that one a little bit more. Also, Harvard is another team I mentioned. They're tied with Pennsylvania for the Ivy League. So they are on the road against Princeton. Is it Princeton? I believe it's Princeton, and they're actually underdogs by 1.5. So they're playing for a lot more. So I kind of like Harvard in that one. So those are 3 spreads that I'm looking at. Haven't put them in yet. Those are just lanes right now that I'm throwing out there. But for the most part, that 4-team moneyline parlay is what I'm going with to make it 3 straight winning days in a row. So we'll see what happens out there. And thank you guys so much for joining me today. That will wrap it up. Leave your comments below on what games you like today. Shout outs to Mike Going, who gave out the Orlando Magic New York Knicks over. That went way over, so appreciate the pick. Keep them coming. Whether you get it right or get it wrong, we all get it wrong. Just keep throwing them out there. The more information we all have, the better for the rest of us. If you have your own YouTube channel or your own website or social media where you give out picks or whatever, go ahead and post it in the comments. I don't care if you plug yourself. Like I said, we're all here for the same purpose, and that's just to win. So again, thank you guys so much for joining me today. Good luck with whatever you decide to do. I'll definitely be back at home tomorrow with the graphics and all that. So I'll see you then. Good luck.